Dude, this is incredible. Like,
camera.
Sorry, I'm laughing at this guy.
How do you like it?
How do you like it?
How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to the TacomaBeast channel, where, as you all know, it's all about the
Taco!
Today we're in Utah, and where are we exactly, Ken?
We are on the White Rim Trail. Actually, we're at the beginning, the Potash Road. We're gonna be hitting the White Rim Trail 100 miles off-road.
How long have we been talking about this trip? And you've been dying to bring us out here. I know that I haven't been here.
I have not been.
Kyle, have you been here? What about you guys?
No, Scott, no.
It's all of our first time, right?
This is my 4th time doing the White Rim Trail, and it is epic. I'm so excited to be taking you here. I am super excited to be showing you the White Rim Trail here in the Canyonlands.
Dude, I can't wait. You guys ready?
Ready.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
I'm having a blast.
My name is Ken Hoagland. I drive a 2015 Toyota Tacoma TRD. I sell wood products for a living. This is my 4th time doing the White Rim Trail. Every time it just blows my mind. Around every corner is a new view, and I just look forward to sharing this experience with the rest of the team.
Hi, my name's Kyle Henkes. I'm 32 years old. I drive a Toyota 4Runner, and I'm an airline pilot for work.
My name's Scott Schaefer. I'm 49 years old. I have a 2010 Toyota Tacoma, and I work at Tyson Foods.
When Ken shot me a text message saying, hey, I have permits to drive White Rim, I was ecstatic. I was like, oh my God, I have to take time off for this because this is a once-in-a-lifetime experience.
Obtaining the permit from the National Park System isn't difficult. What's difficult is finding a date that works. And if you're gonna go for more than one night, you gotta pair up the campgrounds. So you want one campground at the beginning and one towards the end. Figuring out everyone's schedule and figuring out the campgrounds and where to go, that was challenging. And then to get it reserved, literally, I've been planning this trip since November. The other thing I didn't realize about the permit is only 3 vehicles are allowed in a campground. And it's very limiting, but you could have up to 15 people per campground. So we were able to just, bring Mateo along and bring everyone in the car and have a great trip.
So my Tacoma will not be making this trip. Ken invited me to the trip, and we were really excited. We were talking about it. Then he realized that the permit only allowed for 3 vehicles. So I was like, hey man, I still want to go. I still want to go out there. Is it cool if I ride with one of you guys and sleep in someone's tent? And he was like, dude, of course. And I couldn't be more excited. I'm really happy that I'm here right now.
What are you hearing down to? 15, maybe even 12. Just because I like it to be comfy. We're gonna spend 100 miles off road. We're gonna be comfy while we do it.
The #1 reason why I air down, especially for this trail, is strictly comfortability.
At the beginning of this trip, I aired down my tires down to 25 PSI. The reason I did that is just for comfort. The tires itself are built to absorb the bumps. So airing down on this trail and all the trails that I go on isn't necessarily for extra grip for rock crawling. It's more for comfort.
How do you feel about this adventure you're about to embark on?
Every time I come here, it's better than the last time. And this is gonna be the best yet. What can I say? Gotta be.
I get it from somewhere, buddy.
Sharing this experience with my dad is something special.
I love the guy because you can't not smile. If you're like thinking about something that's like maybe like an issue going on in your life, and then you hear Ken's dad, and you're like, I'm sorry, I can't help but laugh. Like this guy is hilarious.
My name is Bill Hoagland. I'm something over 50.
Are those special steak gloves?
Yep.
Those are special. I want some of those steak gloves.
Want some of these steak gloves? Where it soaks in the flavor,
okay.
so I can have it all night.
He's over there sucking his gloves.
I have a really good relationship with him. He's taught me a lot about the outdoors and just to be a good father. And to bring him along, and have my son's grandfather here to experience it with him, to be honest with you, it's great. I mean, Yeah, he snores, and it's pretty bad how much he snores. But to have him here with me is just, you know, I wouldn't change it.
Today's video is brought to you by Onyx Off-Road. The reason why we're able to be on this trail today is actually thanks to their app. For less than a tank of gas, $29.99, Onyx Off-Road Premium is your navigation and trail discovery tool in the palm of your hands. It features trails, unlimited save maps, photos, waypoints, 3D maps, and more. The best part is, you can use our promo code TacomaBeast to receive 20% off your first year. So whether you're an experienced off-roader or just starting out, Onyx Off-Road has you covered.
Be on this Potash Road for 10 miles until we get to our campground.
Okay, cool. Yeah, it's perfect. Thanks.
See?
So as we entered on Potash Road, we were able to fly the drone because that's technically not national park. We were able to show you the landscapes of what we're seeing and what we were gonna be seeing on the White Rim Trail. Unfortunately, a lot of people have abused drones. In places like national parks, they've banned the use of drones. It's a bit of a bummer, but honestly, it's really to protect the nature and to allow everyone the same experience, because there's nothing worse than being in a crowd and having a drone fly over your head.
When I put up the drone and I start to see the scenery, I'm just at an awe, and it's incredible. I am so into just capturing that shot and capturing the terrain that we're going through.
I get out here next to all these canyons, I'm looking up, I'm looking around. I feel like a micro machine. Like, my truck is a big truck, but next to these huge cliff sides is just, I'm like a kid again. I just really enjoy being out here.
Compadres, the name's Jack, and I'll be right here by your side, sharing some fascinating facts about our adventure. Four-wheel drive vehicles and mountain bikes are the most common modes of transport. It takes about 2 days by four-wheel drive vehicle and 3 days by mountain bike to complete the road at a modest pace.
So we got a little bit of a ledge here. I got on the 4-wheel low. It's just gonna be a nice little climb up. It'll be fun. One thing we learned on the Pony Express is, like, on our first night of the Pony Express, we went nose to nose when we camped, which meant we were cooking and everything was set up like very far away. What we have right here is just like everybody is like put their tails together. We're all kind of community area.
Leave it cleaner than you found it. Pick up one piece of trash. That's all it takes. You know, I always joke around, I point out to everybody, like, everybody pick up one piece of trash. I don't care where it is, if you have to go venture off to it to go get it, go find a piece of trash, because we're gonna leave it cleaner than we found it.
All right, so we're probably not gonna eat the steaks for a couple hours, but I like to take the steaks out, salt them, and let them salt for maybe an hour or so.
What are the
These are so things don't, as we're bouncing up and down on the trail, these just kind of keep things down. So it's just kind of fill the space here. But look at this, look at this. Oh yeah, baby. One more. Oh, baby. I thought you've had this since you were like in your late
Yeah, actually,
teens or
this was
something.
mine when I was a scout.
That's like the pioneer.
Yeah.
It's 50 years old.
So this is really personal taste. Like, I prefer my steaks just with salt. There are people that like to put butter on it. There are people that like to put pepper on it. I prefer my steaks just with salt. Just, that's all I put on my steaks. And essentially, I'll salt these maybe 2 or 3 times maybe. This is just the first pass, but I like to let them sit for about an hour and let the salt soak in.
Wind is making it colder.
Oh my gosh, this is good.
I don't know how you do that. Like, I don't know how. It's just salt, but
Yeah. It's a talent. Hey, Scott, here you go.
Every time I go out, I'm always learning something new. And one thing I'm constantly pushing myself for is to eat better, to enjoy the meals.
Ken steak. Dude, it is unreal, man. It's making my mouth salivate.
So day one, Ken starts cooking this steak, and my God, I know he's learned from Argentinians out there because his steak is on point, man. It's so juicy. He seasons his steak with salt, and that's it.
Not only was it fantastic, and it was so juicy and so hot, because Ken cut strips. Instead of giving everyone a steak, we cut strips. So immediately as a steak came off the barbecue, it was cut up and we were eating it hot, still sizzling. So it was great, but the best part of it was, we ate ribeye steak that was the best of the best until we couldn't eat any more.
Pops, come and get some.
Good morning. No. Yeah.
It's not good enough.
No. God, the mornings are not for me. Morning of day 2 here. Last night was cold. I prepared as much as I could. I put my long johns, had this jacket, a few layers underneath, and somehow my knees kept getting really cold. It was hard to warm them up in the fire. And then when it was time to go to sleep, Kyle really did a solid job at getting this organized up here. We each had our sleeping bag, and then on top of that we had a few blankets. But the thing that I found really interesting was this space blanket that he had for us. One of the downsides was the noise. Every time you made the slightest of moves, it would just, you would hear that. But it was only until you went to sleep once I knocked out. There was nothing waking me up. Slept really smooth through the night, and I cannot wait to see what this trail has for us.
Are you sure these aren't just like Pop-Tarts?
Yeah, dude, well, what you gotta do is you gotta eat more Pop-Tarts.
Oh, there you go.
And you gotta tape it on there to fix the patches.
Waking up this morning, Monday morning, it's about 7:30 and it feels warm outside. The sun just...
I gotta do my hair today. It's done.
We got a lot of miles in front of us. We got about 75 miles we're gonna be doing. We're gonna be doing a lot of trail, and I gotta tell you, I'm looking forward to it.
Me too.
Today's gonna be a great day.
It's gonna be a good day. Shorts and a t-shirt today.
Oh man, you're wearing socks right now.
Yeah, dude, yeah, I'm wearing socks. It's gonna be that warm today.
It's gonna be great. I'm looking forward
Sandals are coming on soon.
You getting it done there, Ray?
to it. I guess. I can't recruit anyone. Dude, this was ridiculous. I spent all night cooking the steaks, which I love to do. The thing I don't love to do is wash dishes. I literally asked everyone, even my son, can you help wash the dishes?
But you're doing a fine job of it.
I need someone to rinse them.
I taught you well.
I need someone to rinse the...
That's why I taught you, so I wouldn't have to do them later when you get older. It was a good strategy, it turns out.
And no one even offered to help.
No, I just have some noise coming out of my
passenger front wheel well. I don't know what the noise is.
Yeah, roger that.
We'll stand by.
It's only on the biggest bumps when you're making the maximum extension.
It's not like wheel
Like
well,
something's
is it?
cooking, like something's a little bit loose. But
Is there always that much space on each side of the lower control arms, like down here, Kyle? When I'm like getting full extension.
At the beginning of the day, I heard a noise and it stressed me out. And there's no two ways about it. I was stressed out.
Yeah, it doesn't. There it is right there. And that's just kind of freaking me out a little bit. Just knowing we have another,
We're just barely starting the day, and I know we have a lot of miles in front of us, and just having a new noise just kind of makes me a little nervous, a little annoyed, really. But I gotta put the seatbelt on. I know my noises. I know how my bed rack shakes. I know how my grill sounds as the lid kind of bounces up and down. I know the different noises of my truck. What freaked me out is we start the day and I start hearing something from the passenger front wheel well that I hadn't heard before. It sounded like metal on metal, and it was actually pretty concerning. I think the only way to like really diagnose this would be to get the jack out and just lift up the truck and just kind of like jostle things around. That might be the best way to diagnose it.
Right there. A little more. There.
What's that? Hold on. Bolt is touching the skid plate. Right here, look.
Oh, the bolt is stuck?
Right here.
Yeah, you're right. So what you do is you get a bunch of idiots together.
Yeah, but you should.
And you stare at it, figure it out.
Tell like both sides were rubbing really bad. Look at that. You can see it right here. You can see it right here. It wasn't making noise on this side yet, but this is the one that was making noise. This side would have been making noise pretty soon.
So I have the noisiest truck out here. So when Ken was bogged down about one noise, I was kind of like, Ken, whatever, dude. You know what I mean? It's just something new. And I know it is. I know he put on new parts, and it's probably just something that's like touching barely any metal, you know? And, with my truck, that pops, squeaks, whistles, whatever, but he wanted to find it out, and like, it's just like, yeah, cool, let's take the time to figure this out because we have time.
So thankfully that noise wasn't anything major. Again, I just got my lower control arm swapped out before this trip. When my mechanic put it back together, he must have used a longer bolt than was in before, and it was just making contact. That noise is gone, thankfully. Again, it was something easy, but now we lost a bunch of time, and it's gonna be even more of a push to camp, because we have almost 80 miles to camp now. You heard it?
Came back?
I think I heard the noise. Did you hear it?
I did not.
Nah, now I'm just thinking I heard it. It's gone.
During the 1950s and 60s, the area witnessed a boom in uranium mining. Many prospectors and miners flocked to the region, hoping to strike it rich. This mining activity had a significant impact on the landscape and the local communities.
This is incredible.
In the 1960s, recreational enthusiasts started exploring the White Rim Trail, drawn by its scenic beauty and challenging terrain. This marked the beginning of the trail's transformation from a utilitarian route to a popular recreational destination, and it has since become one of the most iconic trails in the United States.
Stopped for lunch here at this pretty amazing lookout. Man, it's feeling a little cold. We got a little breeze going and it's cold outside, but it's been a bit of a grueling day. It's slow going. Like we'll start going fast, and then suddenly there'll be like a rut, and we gotta like slam on our brakes. It's like there's no fast going like the Pony Express where we were just blowing through the desert. Like this is really slow going.
We're gonna be pulling up around sunset at this point.
Yeah.
I would say.
Yeah.
So we'll eat these sandwiches. I'll say we'll hit the road again. And
hit the road again. Hit the road again.
was insane. This trail, I just want you guys to see something real quick. So we just climbed this entire canyon right here that you're about to see. We just climbed it right now in just one quick drive. And it's insane how much we went up in altitude in just a matter of minutes. I love this trail and I definitely recommend it. How was that?
Dude, that was amazing. Just coming up that, I cannot even imagine what this would look like if this was muddy. That'd be crazy. That's such a beautiful climb though. Now we get to go down the other side. Let's do it.
Yeah. Especially like this, I think.
But this is pretty gnarly.
We're gonna have to take this really slow, like inch walk it.
So this is what actually has me worried. On the passenger side, it is sloppy muddy.
As we were going down this hill, we were mostly scared because the cliff drop off was like 1,000-foot drop off, and the mud was deep, and it was starting to pull us right to the side. So
I was in the passenger seat, and I was looking at that cliff going straight down. That'd be a heck of a roll if we were to go over. And the only thing between us and the big roll going down that big mountainside was a little berm, maybe 12 inches wide. I was thinking to myself, man, I sure hope that berm holds. That's a mighty, mighty thin looking little berm. It was terrifying.
You know, and they're like, oh, you're okay. You know, there's a little rock barrier that's gonna prevent you. I don't know, like people can try to calm you down, but when you're actually in this situation, I mean, you're human at that point, right? And so you have all the feels.
How was that?
Man, I've never gone on a decline or incline what we just did. That has me speechless.
Dude, that was intense.
Dude, I didn't breathe. Like,
No,
I
no.
completely didn't breathe. Like, whew.
We're so close to the edge, but that mud was
sliding towards the edge.
Oh man.
And like, you can't go any slower because you just go at the speed as what you're sliding.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
Gosh. It's slow going, but we still have 31 miles to go.
Yeah. So we gotta
hustle. Let's go.
We gotta hustle. Let's go.
The White Rim Trail provides habitat for desert bighorn sheep. With fortune smiling upon them, the boys find themselves in the presence of a small, captivating herd, unveiling the secrets of nature's wonders.
Dude, Kyle, what did you think of that, incline?
That was fun. It was more than fun. It was, I want to enjoy this view, but I have to concentrate.
It's dude, can you imagine if this was muddy like that?
No, dude, I can't.
Dude, oh my
this would be impassable. Like, absolutely impassable.
Insane. Let's do it.
All right, let's go. Woo!
All right, night 2 here at camp. We just finished eating some beef stew, salad, and then now I'm gonna cook some lobster tail. I love to do this out in the middle of nowhere, like Kyle was saying before. There's something special about eating a good meal in the middle of absolutely nowhere. All right, so we're gonna create the sauce for the lobster tail. I'm just gonna throw 2 butter sticks. And we're gonna melt them.
Oh, that's a lot of butter.
That's a lot of butter. Mm-hmm. Then we're gonna get some parsley and some smoked paprika. Oh. Just like that, the sauce is done. Now we just gotta throw the lobster tails on the grill. We're gonna cook them for 8 minutes under 300 degrees. Oh yeah. All right, we're at the 8-minute mark. I'm gonna open this up, and these are ready to eat.
Bill? Oh yeah, please. Thank you very much.
What do you think, man?
Wow. Oh man, what a thing of beauty. Oh wow. The texture is perfect. I taste the paprika. It's all perfect.
It's delicious.
More lobster, please.
So all of my kids get a camping trip for their birthday, and this is Liam's camping trip. The reason for the trip this year with all of you guys is to celebrate Liam's birthday, and I'm glad we could do it together.
Happy birthday, dear Liam.
It's the end of day 2, and it's kind of hard to believe this is going to be the end, and tomorrow we'll be going home, but it's been a fantastic trip. Just everybody's asleep. I'm just enjoying the last bit of the fire here, and it's been a nice day.
The secret is that this French toast has to be crunchy. The texture has to be right.
Here's the secret. As you know.
So morning of day 3, just had the most amazing French toast ever. I did not know cinnamon would go paired so well with French toast. I'm gonna have to steal that one, Bill. I'm gonna have to take that one back home. But I'm bummed out that the trip is about to end, and I'm excited that I'm gonna be able to fly the drone again because we're about to leave the national forest, and I cannot wait to show you guys what we're going through. Like, we're going through these canyons, and you feel like a little ant, like Ken said. Going through this, you feel so small, and the only way to truly be able to show you guys what we're going through is from the air, and we're about to do that.
The White Rim Trail provides a remarkable opportunity to witness the geological history of the Colorado Plateau up close and to appreciate the immense forces of nature that have sculpted this breathtaking region.
My advice if somebody wants to take on the White Rim, this isn't a trail you just go out here and just do. Like, oh, I'm gonna get in my, Subaru, you know what I mean, and come out and do the White Rim. You're up for a challenge.
I would say keep it simple. Plan your food and everything else will just kind of fall into place. And don't try to force anything other than, getting your kids to go. But
You just have to have the desire to go outdoors. You can start with the local regional park and go for a hike. That doesn't take anything, just a little gas in your car and a little bit of time. Experience of just being outdoors and admiring nature and God's incredible creations, that doesn't cost anything.
And that's a wrap, folks. We hope you've enjoyed this incredible video experience. Make sure to hit that subscribe button because we've got plenty more thrilling content coming your way.
All right, we have completed our journey and we're about to air up. This is always a bittersweet time, airing up, because it's the end of our adventures, but thankful to take home the memories with me.
That Ken does a better Tarzan yell? I think, first off, that's absurd, but the real response I have to that is, oh, take that.